Hey everybody, this is Charles again from Conservative Irrigation of Miami Valley. So this was the prep work that we did for the winter experiment, the pipe freezing of the PVC and the poly. Uh, Went through, created a video, but realized the microphone wasn't turned on. So didn't catch that until after this was all done, but this is what it looks like when you're getting the experiment all set up. So we had the polyethylene that we were working with first. Put the fittings in there, crimped them down, put the plumber's tape around. See me do that here in just a minute, just to create that seal to make sure that, we didn't want any leaks. We really wanted to create a lot of pressure in that pipe in order to really stress test these. Curious to see what this looks like again, even though that we typically bury underground and it's not really exposed to the elements. Um, your pipes will have a tendency to freeze if you don't winterize them. So I wanted to see what that pressure looked like and what it caused. What we saw mostly in this past season was backflow issues. Since those are above ground, exposed to the elements, they do tend to freeze. You'll have more issues with those, and then the pressure that it creates can sometimes warp that brass. So we've got a couple of those repairs. We'll be looking to do that this spring, helping people out and getting their systems back up and running. So once I had that all done with the polyethylene and the plumber's tape is on there, the Teflon tape, went ahead and filled it up with water, capped it off, and everything was good to go. Uh, Quite a bit of water in the 4-foot pipes there, but we did want to create as much, want to get as much water in there as we could. Again, more to stress test. You typically wouldn't find this in your system unless it's under static pressure. And we'll be doing other videos about static pressure, dynamic pressure, things that are going on with your system underground that you can't see, but you can easily understand. We'll do some design videos. We'll do some layout. We'll do some valve controller videos, all that kind of stuff, so that people that are interested can go ahead and educate themselves on possible investment they'd like to make in the property. So should have moved the camera over. Didn't catch this until the end either. But yeah, just putting the solvent on there, then filling it up as best I can, trying to keep the water off of that, but just giving it a chance to soften that PVC to create that chemical bond. And then once it gets all the way up to the top, I'll go ahead and wipe it off and then put the cement on there and then cap it all off. So there's probably plenty in there. And again, this is just for an experiment, just to see how this all responds, how it does in the winter elements, and which one fails and to what degree. So yeah, tonight we're supposed to get down into the single digits. Tomorrow is going to be some of the same. So not sure if that's going to be really enough time to fully freeze this, but we'll find out. It's sitting out there now, and looking forward to gaining a little bit of better understanding of how this works in the elements, and then being able to show that to everyone as well. If people have questions, or if they come into PVC and it just looks like it wasn't, uh, broken or whatever, like how did this happen? Why did it go this way? That kind of stuff. So we're always here to help, here to answer questions, here to help people in our local area, in our coverage area, and all conservatives are kind of the same mindset. I've worked with a lot of those other owners, and they're all fantastic. So don't ever hesitate to reach out, even if it's just for a question. We'll try to get you the best answer that we can. So just filling up the 2-foot now. This one's going to go into the chest freezer along with the polyethylene, and we'll see how that goes. Like I was saying in the introduction video, the chest freezer is really probably only about at somewhere between 28 and 30 degrees, just to keep it frozen, but you don't need hard frozen. Whereas tonight the ones outside are going to get even lower temperature. So I am curious to see if that has any impact and what this looks like when all said is done. Thanks.